Hello friends, I am Rohit Mandan. Welcome to you this series of Fundamentals of Geography. So this is our IS conclave institutions which provide you free as well as premium videos on basics of various different subjects. So here we will cover the geography incubation series for civil services examinations. So this is going to be very beneficial for those who are going to be prepared or who are as well as for those who are preparing for the UPSC and where they lack in the basics, their understanding. So here we are going to enrich your basics concept on geography. So here we already have covered what are minerals. We have already defining the minerals, how rocks and minerals are different from each others. Now we will cover how do minerals form. So there are three ways the minerals form. The first one is precipitation. The second one is crystallization of molten rock, and third one is deposition. This is a completely biological process. So today we will only cover precipitation of the mineral matter from solution, and in the upcoming session we will cover also crystallization mineral matter. उसके लिए आपको वीडियो को सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा. Now we will cover the precipitation of minerals matters. So this you can see the lady, how this lady is in extracting salt. So this can be in a Kutch region of India. Okay. So the precipitation of the mineral matter, perhaps the most familiar way, if you look at what happens when there is in a solution. Solution have two components, solvent and solute. So whenever the solution is not saturation, so whenever is not saturation, not saturated. If it is not saturated, ions क्या होते हैं, वो बॉन्ड नहीं बना पाते, तो they could not form bonding, and that's why they don't crystallize and they don't form the solid crystalline. But whenever there is in a stage of saturation, then what happens? Okay, what happened in the stage of saturation? Let's see in the next slide. Now look at these slides. So whenever the solutions achieve this saturation, so ions keep bonding with each other. The bonding process start. So when bonding process start, ions forming a crystal, and this is called salt. So this can be achieved in two ways. The one is when temperature lower down, and the second one is evaporation. Evaporation is the major one because we know that the Great Salt Lake of USA, Kutch region of India, the Salt Lake of Rajasthan. So these are the famous region for salt producing regions, India as well as abroad. This is the example of the how evaporation help in achieving the saturation of the water solutions. So we have covered these two factors, drop in temperature and water lost through the evaporation cause the solution to become closer to reaching a saturation. So once a saturation is reached, ions begin to bond and forming crystalline solid and called salt. So salt are the chemical. What are salt? Salt are chemical compounds, solid chemical compound. It can be sodium chloride, it can be magnesium chloride, or this is a composition of various chemical compound, or lithium chloride. These are the major one. So this is how you can look at how the minerals form through the precipitation. Now the minerals also can form through when through groundwater process. What happened when groundwater moves slowly through the rock cavities and voids in the rocks? So what happened? Water solution which contain the silica. This silica slowly crystallize in rock cavity, and this is how form quartz. So this is, we give the name of geode. So if you look at the shape of the geode, you will notice that this is in a spherical or semi-spherical in nature, and this is the earth-like. That's why we call this geode. And this internal cavity of this geode is filled with the quartz. So here you will find the quartz. So this is why we call this geode. So if you like our videos, please subscribe and share our videos. And for more such videos, because we didn't cover the deposition and the crystallization of molten rock, and for that video please आपको उसके लिए हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा और जो है ना घंटी वाला बटन उसको दबाना पड़ेगा. Thank you guys.